going.
Do I have to steer?
Steer a quarter towards me now.
All right, yeah. Oh, quarter.
Okay. Now back towards you a quarter. Come on, back towards you.
That's back to a quarter now.
Yeah, okay. Looking out the back window.
All right.
Is the reference point back where it was?
Nearly, but the car's a bit...
So you need to steer towards you now, a quarter.
All right, yeah.
Looking out the back window. Okay, straighten up now, straighten up now. Straighten the wheel now.
All right.
Okay, looking out the back window.
Right.
Is that reference point any closer?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep going now. Just keep an eye on the out the back window.
Yeah.
And the reference point. So if it moves at the reference point, we need to get it back. So we need to steer that back again.
Oh, that's all right.
All right. So we'll stop about there.
No, you're... How's that?
That was very messy.
No, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to play around with the accuracy too much, providing you give me...
How is the accuracy anyway? Well, any further back and we would have touched the curb, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, you gave me a good bit of advice when I got around the corner, and you said look forward, and then look at the back of the car, and can you see it straight? You want to take your own advice at times, didn't you?
It was straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was straight, and then...
So you just need to take that steering off and keep going back?
Well, you got me to do a quarter turn. You did tell me I would need to do a quarter turn, but didn't tell me to actually turn the wheel a quarter turn. To line up that straight line reversing point. But I've actually done that on my own. Yeah, I said to you, do I need to steer? You said, oh yeah. Yeah, so you said steer a quarter turn to the left or towards you. And then you told me to take the steer off. If I take the steer off, which way is the car going to be heading?
That way.
Well, it's going to be heading at an angle, isn't it? So I needed to do a bit of drive steering in. Right, so if I'm a quarter turn there, to bring the front in behind it, I really need to...
Take the steer off again, whatever you put on.
Yeah, well, taking the steering off, if I do a quarter turn now, yeah, that's going to bring... Don't worry about the curb, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I take a quarter turn off now, I'm actually going...
Yeah, because
I'm not going to miss the curb. Yeah?
Yeah.
I need to do half a turn, don't I?
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Because that's going to pull the front of the car in behind me, isn't it? Does that make sense?
It does,
yeah? Yeah? So, you gave me the good advice by looking at the front of the window, and you were spot on when the front of the car was pointing straight and the back of the car was pointing straight. That was the time to take the steers off, which was really good advice, yeah? And it's the way I teach it as well. But then you didn't use it yourself when I was picking up the straight line reversing point, yeah? I had put the quarter turn on, the straight line reversing point came into line, and then you just got me to take the quarter off. So you must have saw that the front of the car was going, was pointing over that way a bit, yeah? Yeah, so obviously I would have hit the curb there, wouldn't I?
So when I said steer towards me a quarter, then I should have said steer towards you half.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then straighten up.
Or if you want to break it down and, a quarter to you and then another quarter to you. But because you have consolidated the steering with me at the beginning, I will actually play along with the instructions of half, yeah? Because you did say to me at the beginning that what was a quarter, what was a half, what was 3/4, and what was a full turn, yeah? So we have actually agreed this consolidation, so therefore I have to play along with it. Otherwise I wouldn't have agreed with it in the first place,
it's really
yeah?
important to do the consolidation first, otherwise it's not going to work.
Well, we did do the consolidation before we actually started this attempt, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we didn't have a consolidation before that.
No,
It was a little,
okay. So
it was going to be steered towards me a bit.
Yeah.
Steer towards you a bit.
So I've got to say things like, I've got to consolidate, I've got to be more specific and say pound coin. Off the brake thickness of a pound coin.
Yeah, it's very easy to say to me, cover the brake, and I will cover the brake, and yes, that is going to keep the car a certain amount under control, but the fact we're going downhill, then the momentum of the downhill is actually going to speed the car up, and so I just let her get her pin out here. So yeah, it's not actually going to stop me running away, yeah. So it's
Keep your foot on the brake, but that's going to make those sounds that it makes, you know, that sound that it makes, isn't it?
no. If you stick to what you told me a few seconds ago, and you said brake the thickness of a pound coin, I am actually putting pressure on the brake, then, haven't I? Yeah.
Okay.
And don't forget, I will know from my first couple of lessons what the thickness of a pound coin on the brake is, won't I? Yeah, because I would have learned that before on the. It would have been introduced on the controls lesson, and I would have been used not on the move, not on stopping, wouldn't I? Yeah. So I would know what that means. So it wouldn't be alien to me. Yeah. But if you just say cover the brake, then obviously it is gonna run down quite fast into the hill. But you can still save it by either getting me to stop and then come off the brake, the thickness of a pound coin, not a thickness of a pound coin. That's enough. Now keep it still.
Okay.
Yeah. So try one more.
Yeah.
Right. So
prepare the car as normal.
yeah. Oh, I don't need reverse, do I? It's going downhill anyway, isn't it?
No, you do need reverse. Why do you? We need to put the car into reverse.
Oh, you mentioned them reverse lights, didn't it?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Because what the reverse lights tell people we're reversing, don't they?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, so put the handbrake back on for me for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to do those observations before.
Right. So give me a little bit of prompting now, yeah? Because we've already had one go, so I should have an idea. Just to give you a bit of prompt. Can you remember where I need to look?
Okay. So where do you remember where you needed to look? Where you need to look?
Oh, I need to look in that between the head restraint and the door pillar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Okay. Good.
I'm looking all the way along there. There's nobody there. There's nobody ahead of me. There's nobody coming down the pavement. And I don't see anybody over my left shoulder.
Okay. Good. So release the handbrake then.
Yeah.
Keep the foot brake covered, and we're going to apply the thickness of pound coin. But this speed is okay for now.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may pick up speed as we go further down. That's when you're going to need to apply the thickness of pound coin. So look for that point of the reference point that we used last time.
Oh,
Tell me when it's there.
Yeah, when that seat lines up with that curve, isn't it?
Stop when you get there.
I will do, yeah. I'll steer now.
Okay, good. So now what we're going to do is, as the car moves, you're going to steer. Not now. Steer 3/4 of a turn towards me.
Oh, we're doing it different this time.
Isn't that what we done last time?
No,
we're full turn. Sorry, we're going to do a full turn towards me.
We've done one turn, haven't we?
Yeah, one full turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you also, which way do you need to look then as you're steering?
Oh, I need to look everywhere. I don't know. I need to look all around me.
All round. And which way is the car going to be swinging out?
Oh yeah, you said the front's going to swing out, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why we need to look to the front, don't we? Yeah. Okay. All right then.
Yeah. I can't see anybody. And I mustn't drive steer, must I?
No, you mustn't drive steer.
One turn. That's good.
Good speed. That's a good speed. So keep it like that.
All right. Yeah.
And don't forget to check all round every meter or so, every car's length.
Hurts your neck, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. But it's necessary.
Yeah.
So check around again, all round.
Nobody coming?
Good. You looking at the back? Out the back, maybe?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Okay, stop it there for me.
All right.
Okay, right. So looking ahead and looking behind you.
Yeah.
Does the car look straight to you?
It nearly does. Yeah.
Nearly does.
Yeah.
Okay, so take your foot off the foot brake a little bit more. Okay, stop there.
All right.
Okay. Does it look straight now?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So when the car moves now, the car is going to sort of shoot backwards because we're on a downhill slope. So you have to keep that foot brake covered and apply only the thickness of a pound coin.
All right.
Okay. No, not yet. Wait.
All right.
And we're going to take that steer off. The full turn that we put on, we're going to take it off.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
so again, looking out of the back because that's where the car is going.
Yeah.
So look out the back then.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So go on. Take your foot off the foot brake. Look at the back.
Take your foot off the foot brake. Right.
No. Keep it covered.
All right. I was covering it.
Okay. So that speed, the speed that we came down the first part, that's the speed we want to be keeping.
If it ain't broke, don't mend it. Yeah.
Okay.
if my speed's okay, leave it alone. Yeah?
All right, okay. So keeping that foot thickness of
Yeah.
a pound coin going, okay?
Yeah.
So is that reference point there, the one that we picked up before?
It's a little bit over your way a bit.
Okay. So we need to, which way do you think you need to steer then if it's over my way? Just hold the brake.
Towards you.
differently.
To the left.
Okay. Okay.
The curb's on the left, isn't it?
Yeah. So where's the reference point? Where is that? Where's the curb in the back window? Just have a look for me again.
It's over that way.
Okay, right, yeah. So I want you to steer quarter of a steer towards me.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So as the car moves, steer
Oh,
quarter.
right, yeah.
Looking at the back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Quarter.
it. Good.
Yeah.
Now steer half a turn to the right towards you. Go on, do it now.
How do I know when to do this steering today?
Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to help you, aren't I? So steer now.
Oh, it's nothing to do with the straight line and reversing point then.
It is. We want that reversing point back. Remember, you said it was too close to me.
All right.
So half towards you.
That's
It. That's enough. Now straighten up. Okay, straighten up. Now looking at the back. Is that reference point there now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. So looking at the back all the time.
Yeah, I'm just getting out of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now secure the car.
Be a little bit more patient with me, yeah? I've got a straight line reversing point. Not much point in me having it if you're not going to let me use it, yeah?
So what are you saying that when I say to you, does the car look straight? And you said yes, it did. At that point, should I just get you to take the steering off then when the car moves, and then just get you to find your reference point at the back? Because are you saying that it was there? I don't know.
Yeah. So no, I did let you know that I wasn't at my straight line reversing point. So all I need is the guidance from you. I'll just take the steering, 1/4.
And then
to the left.
Okay.
But then, you made me jump off very quickly.
Jump off very quickly.
Well, I had the quarter turn on immediately. I'll take it off now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
just it's not going to jump in, is it?
Because I was also afraid that it's going to touch on this side.
No, if you've told me to line up the straight line reversing point,
then you're going to do that.
I'm not going to touch the curb. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah, leave me alone if my speed's all right. Yeah.
How do I get you? Because it's a downhill and it's going to come fast. That's why I'm so concerned about.
The whole manoeuvre's been downhill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
The whole, from the start to the finish, the manoeuvre's been downhill, isn't it?
So shall I just carry on saying apply thickness of a pound coin?
Yeah. If you feel like it is going a little bit fast,
Apply
another thickness of a pound coin. Yeah.
Okay.
I am covering the brake, but obviously,
use it.
But once I understand the logic behind of having to put a little bit of pressure on the brake, then I probably won't play around with that anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So if my speed's all right, leave it alone. Otherwise, you're opening a can of worms. Yeah. I didn't think there was anything wrong with my speed there, and all of a sudden, then you're panicking
Putting
about
ideas
the brake.
into your head.
Yeah. It's because obviously they do have to follow your instructions, don't they?
Yeah.
But if everything's going all right, then there's probably not a lot of instruction needed.
And
Yeah. So because that was the second one there, I got you to just check knowledge, and that was good. Yeah. You were asking me where to look and why I was looking there. Yeah. And you were asking me about my reference point, and you were asking me where which part of the car is going. What's going to happen to the front of the car, or whatever. So where is it important to look? Yeah. And
when you're going backwards for this part, the last part here, I was sort of concerned, are you looking at the back or the side or what?
Yeah, I'm going to tease you a little bit, haven't I? And I certainly will tease you if you're not watching me, yeah? If I see you sitting there looking out the window, I'll be going back like this, and I'll tell you my neck won't be sore at the end, but yours might be, yeah? And you'll never know that I wasn't looking.
Because I'm busy looking.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit of a novelty, me not having to look in those mirrors and just...
Yeah, I mean, what you can... you actually said to me that I could actually hitch my bloody arse over towards the door a bit, and you can do the same, can you? So you can see more this way, yeah? Yeah, it's very important you watch them, because you've got to remember the big red area is... I must be watching, yeah? I'm not going to kill anybody if I touch the curb or even go up on the curb if my observations are good, are they? Because obviously I'm going to see. But obviously if my accuracy is very good and I'm not looking, then I could do all sorts of damage, couldn't I? Yeah.
There's no point in accuracy then, is there?
Yeah, and I've got, you know, so it's important that I do the observations and I've got control of the car, yeah? And they are always nearly going to tease you a little bit with the control of the car at the beginning, yeah? You know, they're probably going to get the clutch up too high. And all they're looking for is, don't jump into a great big panic. Now, Tony, it's important we don't have the clutch too high, because when you let the handbrake down, the car is going to go shooting down the road. Once you say that,
They won't do
they'll
that.
back off, yeah?
Okay.
But if you start panicking, they'll actually panic along with you, yeah, quite happily, yeah? Yeah.
Okay.
So they are going to tease you a little bit, yeah?
Well, they have to, don't they?
Yeah, they just want to see how you're going to handle it, yeah? And in a real life situation, yeah? And in a real life situation, is it a big problem if your pupil gets the clutch too high? No.
As long as you've seen what's behind it.
Yeah, as long as you've seen that it's happening and you tell them how to correct it, it's not a great big problem, is it?
No.
Yeah? It's only a great big problem if you ignore it completely and let them drop the handbrake down with the clutch way past biting point going down a hill. Then obviously you're going to get around the corner, you're going to be going down the end of the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
That make sense? How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels alright. It feels okay.
Yeah, the brief was quite good. I was kind of pulling you away from going into too much detail. Don't want the brief getting too long, especially on this maneuver, because you really want to get two of these in, yeah. And most of the stuff that you were trying to get a bit long-winded on the brief with, you're going to tell me on this anyway, yeah.
Such as
observations, where to look, yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before about you stay about
steering wheels. Yeah, my trainer told me.
Yeah, it's, if you think about it, it's probably about the same size as the drain anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, you know, they can see it and they get an idea of how much.
Yeah. And the drain's always a good idea. Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right. It is about the same size.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people say a foot, but
What's a foot?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. A drain's width is normally a good one. Or, you know, I'd go with that steering wheel. I understood that, so if I can understand it, I'll go with it. I thought that was quite good. Yeah, I thought the control of it was quite good. Could probably do it having because we've both got the same car, and yours is the same as mine. Yours is 5 doors. Probably have a go a little bit reverse around the corner, pick up a turning point in your own car as well. Yeah, yeah.
Because with my real pupils, I've had a problem with getting that reference point, that point of turn. I just because I can't see and they can't see them. What am I supposed to use? I always thought, I don't know. I've just been winging it, you know.
Yeah, you've got to use. You know, yeah, you've got to use a static point on. You know, obviously any point in the car is going to be static anyway. There's loads of things you can use. You can use the door, the rear door handle. Yeah.
So when that lines up with the back, straight curve.
You know, it has to line up with something. But obviously the top of the seat doesn't move. Or the corner of this side window here.
Oh, okay.
The far corner.
Far corner.
Which is basically nearly the same as the using top of the seat. In line with the curve in the new road. Yeah. Because the curb curves down is going to have disappeared at that stage anyway, isn't it? Yeah. But the control was good, and the observations were good. And it just pushed me on the first observation about what can I see, and then don't harp on about it afterwards. Just check that I'm checking, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it helps to move things along. If you tell me, look between the head restraint and the door pillar, I know exactly where to look then, yeah, and then you should see me look. Right, we'll get that point.